So welcome back to DecoyNoise, where we're doing more Decoy Court, where we're taking stories from r/Am I the Antagonist and giving them a well-deserved retrial. Today's featured post is, Am I the Antagonist for breaking into my brother-in-law's house and kidnapping all of mine and my husband's pets? So before we get into the story today, I want to make sure you guys are joining the Decoy Koi Pond by subscribing down below and also letting me know in the comments that you will want to joining the Decoy Koi and earning that coveted Decoy Koi coin. So today we're going to cover this post and one extra bonus post at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around for that because as my hair dries, it'll become more and more curly and I don't know why. So let's go ahead and get to the post right now. So OP wrote, me, a 20-year-old female, and my husband, a 21-year-old, split up yesterday after 5 long days of marriage? I won't go too into it as I did that on the relationship advice. He basically cheated on me on our wedding day with my sister, and I thought I was playing tricks on my own mind, but then my sister's friend messaged me and told me they slept together. Wow. I went home after work and packed his things up and put them into the lounge along with a note saying that I know he slept with my sister and on our wedding day, and that I would be at home at 11 and I would be coming home with my dad, and if he was still there and his stuff was still there, then my dad would kick the crap out of him. I went to my parents' house and vented to them, cried, slept for a little, and then my parents followed me home in their car. My husband was gone, he had taken his things. He had also taken all 4 of our pets with him, our 2 cats, dog, and our leopard gecko. I got the gecko before I met him. I adopted the cat as mine before we met. He got me the second cat as a birthday present, and we adopted the dog together. I knew that he'd be staying with his brother because he's the only family member of his living near us. I decided that I was gonna break in through the night and get my dog, cats, and gecko back. I went to his brother's house and they used the key he hides in his garden. I opened his back door and crept inside. There are no alarms and all the bedrooms are upstairs. I took 3 slip lead with me and got the dog, 2 cats, and the leads and took them to the car. Oh yeah, like leashes, I guess. I couldn't get the gecko because the cage was too big and I couldn't transport it on my own. I'm 4'11". I got out of the house, left the door unlocked, and drove away. I'm at home now in bed with my cats and dog. My husband has called and threatened me, saying that he's going to come around and take them back, and he's coming with his brother. I called my parents and told them what I did, and they told me that I'm the antagonist and I shouldn't have done that. I should have just waited. He is also saying that I'm in the wrong. The only person on my side is my younger brother. Am I the antagonist? And then too long didn't read. I broke into my husband's brother's house to kidnap my dog and cats after my husband took them without asking after we split up because he cheated with my sister. Don't make comments about our age when we got married because it's pointless. It's not my age that's the issue. It's a cheating, lying scumbag that I chose. If he didn't cheat, then the marriage would have been great. So taking a case to Decoy Court because this is more marriage counseling than anything. So you mean to say that you got married to somebody after 5 days, he cheated on you the first day, and now you want to go out there and commit a large crime, stealing pets that aren't yours, and revenge because some of the pets are yours, some of the pets aren't? I mean, this is terrible. And you expect that people, strangers online, are going to sit here and be like, yeah, we take your side because you're so mature, you're so right. The only person that agrees with you is your younger brother, so they're younger than 20. I don't understand how old that person's going to be. So obviously, this is just top to bottom, all bad news. There's nothing good about this story over here. The simple fact that they said that, like, hey, stop, calling out that they're too young because it would have been all good if he was more mature and didn't cheat on me with my sister. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. That's go with, like, obviously you could still be a 35-year-old scumbag, but the whole thing where the marriage lasted 5 good days and the first days before it even became a thing, it was already doomed from the start. Yeah, it's all terrible. The whole breaking into the house to save animals usually is something that people can kind of latch onto because there's some sort of rationale behind it, but this one is just obviously wrong. They put themselves both in danger. Her threatening him, saying, I'm coming with my dad, he's gonna beat you up. That's terrible. The ex-husband saying, well, I'm coming with my brother and you can't stop me. This is all going to be tragic at the end of it. They need a divorce attorney, they need a mediator, they need somebody to sit down and say, hey, look, you guys are kids, stop acting like it. I know you said you were getting married, but that doesn't make you adults. You need to walk away from this. You need to take, yes, it looks very simple. The cats are hers, the leopard gecko is hers, but everything else, stop being petty, stop being bitter. That's why you're too young for marriage. I know she said don't talk about it, but it's all apparent right there. I'm gonna go ahead and give the verdict of everyone sucks here. Everyone's the major antagonist because everybody just kind of no one's being civil right now, and obviously there's nothing around it. So I mean, I guess the question of the day would be, if the husband didn't cheat on her on day one or day -1 on the wedding night before they got married, how long did you think this relationship would last? Give me an over and under, or do you think it's over 1 year, under 1 year without the cheating instance? Because they seem so very civil. Let me know in the comment section right now. We'll take a short break. I'm gonna ask you guys to subscribe if you haven't already, but we're gonna go ahead and get to that first top post that is, you're the antagonist. You committed a very real crime here. The threat of "my dad is gonna beat you up" is also absurd. I'm sorry he cheated on you. I know it's rough, but I strongly suggest you take a breath and look at your behavior here. You could literally end up in prison over this, which is very true, and it's good advice where she's getting wrapped up with this, and it's like one of those situations where, yeah, oftentimes younger people will be in that kind of high school drama phase where I'm gonna throw your phone and, well, now I'm gonna tell the whole school that you cheated on me, and just the whole bickering thing. They don't realize they've passed into adulthood and now their bickering has real consequences. No one's gonna say, oh, it's just young love or whatever. Yeah, you guys are 20 and 21, but you guys are still adults. You're still breaking and entering, and you're still making threats to each other. That's a serious crime. So let's go ahead and see what they're saying over in the controversial section, saying, you're the antagonist. Yes, what he did is messed up, but you broke the law. Not even theoretically. You admitted it here. And a case could be documented evidence as to you committing breaking and entering and the theft of property. Regardless if you have access to the house, entering without permission from the owner and is breaking and entering / trespassing, and you legit to property. If any of the animals aren't in your name and only your name, you're in legal trouble. So, yes, I 100% understand that this is probably true. I don't know why it's controversial. I'll try to get a post that was very new to just give my input to. So, yeah, they're committing major crimes, admitting to committing major crimes, thinking that this is just more like just regular drama where they're just kind of like, oh yeah, well, we're in love and he's an asshole, so I mean, I can just go do whatever I want to the person. Yeah, I don't agree with any of this. I think this is a terrible decision. So yes, obviously the Decoy Court verdict doesn't change. Everyone sucks here. So let's go ahead and shoot over to that next bonus story, which is, am I the antagonist for not having a job, living off investments while my girlfriend works a stressful job? Okay, so I, a 42-year-old male, and my girlfriend, a 36-year-old female, I used to recently work in the financial sector up until 5 months ago. I got burnt out and lockdowns happened. I saved a lot of money over my career, and for the last 5 months, I've been investing. My girlfriend works as a nurse. Every day she is stressed and gets upset that I'm watching shows on my computer all day. Housework is done by me and her sometimes, so everything that should be done is done. I told my girlfriend that I decided to retire. I'm making money off my investments, dividends, that I don't need to work ever again. She was angry and we got into a fight. She said that it's unfair that I don't need to work. I told her that's the way the world works with investments. I'm not sure what she wants, but why does it matter what I do? She hasn't been talking to me all week. We split bills equally and live together. Am I the antagonist? So rushing a quick story over to Decoy Court. She's not angry at OP, I don't believe. I think she's angry at the situation of, you know, her life choices. Becoming a nurse is a very responsible thing and probably has a high-paying job, but, you know, perceivably seeing OP as like, oh yeah, he doesn't work nearly as hard as me and he gets a better life than me. It's not fair. You should do more for me. And I understand that, you know, I don't know how long they've been together, but they should be doing something to support each other and as much as possible. So I could see why they're upset with this whole, why are you letting me do all this stuff when your life is so easy? You should probably be supporting me better. I do kind of understand that there, but I'm sorry, that's not the way the world works. She's upset that she has to work and he doesn't. It doesn't mean that it's his responsibility to just say, okay, I'm able to retire. Let me make sure you can retire too. It's like, I mean, I guess the whole girlfriend thing makes me think that they haven't been together that long, but possibly for years. If they were married, it'd be a different thing because then it's like, okay, let's figure out a way to get you guys both retired because you were a team, but who knows how long they've been together. So that's the only thing that's kind of holding me back from it. Yeah, OP, good on you for making a lifestyle that is conducive to you retiring at 42 years old. I don't think that happens by accident. I feel like that happens with hard work and, you know, smart investing. So I get that the girlfriend's upset, but I don't think the girlfriend's upset at OP for necessarily just retiring. Like, he's not attacking her directly. I think it's more of a situation where she's a little bit jealous, a little bit burnt out, and it's kind of hard to see somebody that's your peer kind of kicking back with their feet up, being like, okay, well, have fun taking care of going to war right now, because I imagine her work-life balance is probably pretty horrendous. So, you know, as we're doing the videos and we're going along, let me know if you're liking the big video where we're doing all Decoy Court, looking at the prosecution top comments, the defense of the controversial comments, and just really digging into it. And then I find a kind of short one-off story where I just say, hey, look, this is a thing that's happening. Let's just kind of judge these people. I mean, I am trying to do more variety of stories, so let me know if you like those random stuff or you just want to see the bread and butter DecoyNoise, which is just relationship troubles, people being petty with their mother-in-law and other regular stuff. Just basically the Reddit YouTube version of 90 Day Fiance with some curly-haired Asian guy kind of prattling off on the microphone. That's kind of what I do. So make sure you're subscribing down below. Make sure you're sharing it. And as always, if you're celebrating with me, make sure that you guys are liking it and also just putting it on autoplay and watching the next episode of DecoyNoise coming up next. My cat is eating very loudly in the background. Can you guys hear it?